Can everyone hear me? Okay, good. So I joined BNI. Is it starting? Sorry. Okay. So I joined BNI in late December. It was right before Christmas. So I've been a member for a few months now. So I would like to, I guess, introducing myself. And so that way you get to know me a little bit better and see what I'm all about, hopefully. I was born in New York City. I cannot say New York City without saying it that way. So, or I guess, was born in Roosevelt Hospital. They changed the name now. I don't know why, but so these are my parents. They are wonderful people. My parents both immigrated to the United States. My mom is from Colombia and my dad is from the Dominican Republic. My mom came when she was in grade school, and my dad came to the United States when he was in high school. They met in high school, and they're still going strong. So they're really good people. They really helped instill a lot of values in me and teaching me hard work. My dad owned a painting and a construction company. He's now retired, and now he says he just works for the family, you know. So, and then so they help, kind of instill good values of hard work, dedication, education, things like that. So I really owe a lot to them. And then these are my siblings. We call ourselves a Fantastic Four. We don't have any superpowers, unfortunately. But that was last October. We went to Spooky Empire, and it was really nice because it was the first time in a long time it was just the four of us. So it was nice to spend some quality time with them. And then my own little family, that's my husband, Joey, and my child, Sebastian, who is the most beautiful child in the world. Let's be real. So sorry if you have other kids, if you guys have kids. I was raised in Lake Mary, Florida, which is the city of lakes. It's really in the middle of not nowhere, but it's North Orlando, if you don't know where it is. Not that many people know where Lake Mary, Florida is. It's like suburbia, and it's grown bigger, but it's still suburbia. After high school, I went to Florida State, go Noles. Sorry, Edwin. But I'm a big Noles fan, and I, did my 4 years there and graduated. Did pretty well for myself. So I'm a big Noles fan. Big college football. I try to get into pro, but I can't. I just want to be invited to a Super Bowl party. That's it. And then after Florida State, I went to Purdue University, where I went for the College of Veterinary Medicine, and I got my DVM degree, which is Doctor of Veterinary Medicine. So that's a 4-year program as well. And that's in Lafayette, Indiana. Actually, West Lafayette. There's Lafayette, Indiana, and West Lafayette. And they say 2 great cities, 1 great university. It's really 1 city. It's like separated by a tiny bridge. And so after vet school, I decided I wanted to come back to Florida and try a different part of Florida that is not Orlando area. So I decided on the St. Pete, Tampa Bay area. I applied to some jobs, and I did accept a position in a private practice. So I have a lot of experience. I've been practicing now for, hard to believe, going on 16 years. I started in private practice, and after a couple years, the big recession came. I was laid off. So then I went to corporate medicine, which was interesting, I would say. And then after a couple years of that, I went the complete opposite and then worked for a couple nonprofits. So nonprofits, pretty big ones that you might be familiar with, ACT in Tampa, called Animal Coalition of Tampa, and the other big nonprofit here in St. Pete, Pet Pal. You guys probably heard of them. So I worked there for a while, and then I did relief for several years. In case you don't know what a relief vet is, it's kind of like a substitute teacher, but for vets. So someone says, hey, I'm going to be on vacation. Can you cover for me? Or, hey, this doctor's sick. Can you cover for them? And you just show up, So I did that for a while, and I had my regular hospital. So the good thing about that is that you got to see a way a lot of different practices ran, and there's so much variety out there in how a practice runs and their own ways of doing things. So it was really fun to see that. But my passion, I think private practice is really the sweet spot. So we established in 2020, which was awesome, opening during the big pandemic. Said nobody. We see basically dogs, cats, and rabbits. That's one of our doggies that comes there, and then a couple kittens, and then bunnies. That big bunny on the right, his name is Machine Bun Kelly. So, yeah. And what we do a lot of things: preventative medicine, illnesses, diseases, chronic diseases, diabetes, Cushing's. We also have Dr. Kelly Weaver, who is a board certified internal medicine specialist. So she can do more advanced imaging like ultrasounds, endoscopy for the harder medical cases that need a little bit more digging into. And then surgery wise, I do most of my own soft surgery, soft tissue, spays, neuters, foreign bodies, cystotomies. In case you don't know, that's opening up the bladder to remove bladder stones. And then orthopedics, I have Dr. Garcia do those for me, which Brendan is already kind of familiar with him. He's really great, fun to work with. He really knows his stuff, does like 12 knees a week or something crazy like that. And then I love doing dentistry. That's really my passion, one of my passions. If I can be in the dental room all day, I would, because I like gross things apparently. So I couldn't help but put one gross picture. You should see my camera roll. It is just that. Ooh. And then a couple other things that we do that's a little different than most vets. We do what we call travelers. So people leaving the country, whether it's permanently or temporarily with their pets. Just did one for someone going to Seattle yesterday, but right now we have in the works someone going to France, Netherlands. Those are a few countries that we've done. And that little fella went to South Korea. His mom and dad moved there. And then the perfect client. The perfect client is someone who appreciates high quality medicine and someone who, probably shouldn't say this, is nice, and their pet's nice. Because that's really, that makes a great room, when all those things line up. That's one of my favorite clients there with her little doggie. And there we go. And then just something about me, for one of my passions, or my main passion, is dancing. I've been involved with Hip Expressions Belly Dance Studio for over a decade. Picture on the left is we do an annual charity event called Shimmy Mob, where we raise awareness and funds for victims of domestic violence. I was involved in that several years. I've done it several times. Last year was my first time leading, and this year apparently I'm leading again, because everyone wants to do it, but no one wants to lead. So here we are, we're doing it again. That's at the pier last year. If you want to come out, that'll be fun. And then I was in a Polynesian group, so that's that picture. So belly and Polynesian, some fire and hoop thrown in there. So any questions? Yes.
I have a friend from out of town who stays about 6 months up here from down here from Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
He brought his dog, and his dog needs some prescriptions or something like that. Can you help someone from out of state?
Yes, he would have to come in to become a patient, because otherwise you cannot dispense medications without the patient-doctor-client relationship. So that's the law, but we can get him in and see him.
Get a referral for you.
Okay, thank you.